He was once called the Punisher, a leader who promised to wipe out drugs in his country at any cost. For some, he was a hero who brought back order. For others, he was a dictator who ruled with blood. Today, that same leader faces international charges for crimes against humanity. Yes, we're talking about former Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte and his infamous war on drugs. This story isn't just about one man. It's about thousands of lives lost, a nation divided, and a rare moment in history where a world court, the International Criminal Court, or ICC, has stepped in to hold a former president accountable. In this video, we'll break down the entire story of Rodrigo Duterte's war on drugs, why it became so controversial, what exactly happened on the streets of the Philippines, why the ICC is now charging him with crimes against humanity, and what this could mean for the Philippines and the world. Stay with us till the end, because this case isn't just about the Philippines. It's about whether powerful leaders can ever truly be held accountable for human rights abuses. Who is Rodrigo Duterte? Before Duterte became president in 2016, he was already famous or infamous as the longtime mayor of Davao City in the southern Philippines. He built his image as a strongman. People called him Dirty Harry or even the Punisher, because under his watch, Davao became known for its tough stance against criminals, human rights groups accused him of tolerating or even supporting death squads, armed groups that carried out extrajudicial killings of suspected criminals. But many locals praised him, saying he brought safety to their streets. So when Duterte ran for president in 2016, his message was simple. I will do for the entire Philippines what I did for Davao. I will destroy drugs and crime. Millions of Filipinos, frustrated with corruption and rising drug problems, rallied behind him. He won by a landslide, but what happened next shocked the world. The war on drugs begins. Duterte wasted no time. From the moment he took office, he declared an all-out war on drugs. His message to drug dealers and users was blunt. If you destroy my country with drugs, I will kill you. Police were given wide powers to raid homes, arrest, and even shoot suspects if they resisted arrest. Ordinary citizens were encouraged to report neighbors suspected of using drugs. But soon, the streets filled with bodies. According to official government figures, about 6,000 people were killed in anti-drug operations. But human rights groups say the real number could be $20,000 to $30,000. Most of those killed were poor Filipinos in slum areas. Many were suspected users or small-time pushers, not big drug lords. Families woke up to find loved ones dead on the street, with cardboard signs labeling them as pusher or addict. Police often claimed these suspects fought back, but eyewitnesses and journalists reported that many were unarmed. International media called it one of the bloodiest anti-crime campaigns in modern history. Global reaction. The global community reacted quickly. The United Nations, the European Union, the United States, and dozens of human rights organizations condemned the killings. They accused Duterte's government of extrajudicial executions, killings without trial or due process. Duterte, however, didn't back down. He often mocked critics, even cursing at the UN and US presidents. He famously said, "Do not threaten me with prison. The ICC, they can't do anything. Not in a million years." But in 2018, things took a dramatic turn. The ICC steps in. The International Criminal Court, ICC, based in The Hague, Netherlands, is a permanent court set up to prosecute genocide, war crimes, and crimes against humanity. In 2018, the ICC announced it was launching a preliminary investigation into Duterte's war on drugs. Almost immediately, Duterte retaliated by withdrawing the Philippines from the ICC. He argued that the ICC had no jurisdiction over him or his country. But here's the key detail. The alleged crimes happened before the withdrawal. That means the ICC still has the power to investigate. Fast forward to 2021, the ICC authorized a full investigation, and in September 2025, the ICC prosecutors formally filed charges of crimes against humanity against Rodrigo Duterte. They argue that Duterte encouraged a systematic campaign of murder targeted civilians, Not just criminals created an environment where police and vigilantes could kill with impunity. If found guilty, Duterte could face arrest and trial in The Hague. Duterte's defense. Duterte and his allies deny the charges. They argue that the war on drugs was necessary to protect society. The deaths were the result of police doing their jobs, not a government kill order. The ICC has no jurisdiction since the Philippines withdrew. Duterte himself has said he is ready to die in prison if necessary, but insists he did nothing wrong. Meanwhile, many of his supporters still see him as a hero who cleaned up the streets. The human cost. Behind all the politics are real people. Mothers searching for justice for sons shot dead without trial. Children left without parents, entire communities living in fear. One haunting image that went viral was of a young woman cradling her partner's lifeless body after he was shot in the street. That picture came to symbolize the pain of the drug war. For human rights groups, the ICC trial is not just about punishing Duterte, it's about giving voice to the victims. What happens next? So what happens now? The ICC has charged Duterte, but for a trial to happen, he must be arrested. That means either the Philippines cooperates, which is unlikely under leaders allied with Duterte, or Duterte travels to a country willing to arrest and extradite him. The process could take years. But the fact that a sitting or former president faces international charges is historic. It sends a message to world leaders. Even powerful figures can't escape accountability forever. Rodrigo Duterte promised to make the Philippines safe, but in doing so he may have committed one of the largest waves of human rights abuses in modern Asia. Now, the world watches as justice, perhaps, finally catches up to him. Whether Duterte is ever tried or not, this case is already making history. It's a test of how far the international community can go in defending human rights. For Filipinos, it's also a test of memory. Will the victims of the drug war be forgotten, or will their stories finally lead to justice? And for all of us, it's a reminder that the fight between security and human rights is never simple. What do you think? Was Duterte a hero or a criminal? Let us know in the comments.